Am I the a-hole for leaving a family gathering and taking the cake with me after getting my feelings hurt? 27-year-old female hit 1 year sober from alcohol at the beginning of the year. This was a huge accomplishment for me. It was bigger to me than finishing college. I told my family that next time we were together for family dinner, I had something to celebrate. This all happened at my mom's. The kids were playing and the adults were hanging out. I took the moment to share that I'd reached 1 year sober and how good I felt about it. They went with, "Oh, that's what you were talking about, and has it been a year already?" I am embarrassed to admit I hoped someone would say they're proud of me. My brother-in-law Steve looked at my sister and they both said, "Well," at the same time, and she said, "Since we're all here, niece, just got into a specific gymnastics thing. It's been a long road, but she did it." Steve popped some wine they'd brought and started giving everyone glasses, cups. He made eye contact with me and his face fell. I had this gnawing feeling, so got up from the table. I took a walk. I tried to get through the moment mentally so I could be present for my niece to celebrate her success. But when I got back to the house, my sister asked me why I left without saying anything. I said I needed a minute to myself. She looked at me funny and said, "Okay." I said I'd shared something I was very proud of, and she bulldozed over it. My mom put her hand up and asked me what my news was. I said that I'd told them. I hit 1 year sober. Mom said my generation always wanted praise for doing the bare minimum. That wasn't an accomplishment. It was just what I needed to do, like graduating high school. I tried to make it through to dinner, but found myself just not in the mood anymore. I decided to go home. Here is the direct thing I am being called a butthead for. I'd brought a small berry chantilly cake, my favorite, to share after dinner. It was the thing I decided I earned. The kids had definitely seen it. On my way out, I decided to take it home with me. I guess when they realized the cake wasn't in the garage fridge anymore, my sister called to ask me why I took it. I said I did because it was my cake to celebrate my accomplishment. She said, word for word, "Are you fucking serious?" "Oh my God, Emma, grow up. You are such a fucking baby." My mom later texted me directly to tell me how disappointed she was that I threw a tantrum because my niece got more attention than me. I don't think her read of what happened is right, but that is why I am asking you guys. Am I the a-hole because I took home the cake in the end? Was that really childish of me, considering the kids saw it and then didn't get any? As I was putting on my shoes to leave, Steve found me and directly apologized and said that he was completely oblivious in the moment. I know he did not do anything to intentionally hurt me. Edit follow up. Hi everyone. I just wanted to follow up and say thank you to everyone for the responses. I have a lot to think about when I next go to therapy. Today, actually, and work on. I do want to clear up a few things that I've seen come up a lot on the comments. I am not in AA. I'd tried AA before and it was not compatible for me. It works for a lot of people very well, and I'm happy for you if it works for you. So, stuff about the steps and personal inventory are not relevant to me. It wasn't a party for my niece. It was just a family dinner. The cake was mine and wasn't brought for my niece. I didn't take it because I wanted to get back at them. I took it because it's my favorite cake, and I wanted to eat it because it was my thing that I earned. I don't know why they opened wine for my niece getting into the gymnastic program. But I also don't think it's my place to say anyone else has a drinking problem, and I'd prefer to have eyes on my own paper. Am I the a-hole for telling my sister her baby isn't a real baby? A 26-year-old female got engaged to my fiancé on January 1st. I was very excited to share with my family, of course, and everyone congratulated me and my fiancé. I sent a picture of my ring to my family group chat, as well as my Instagram, and everyone has been commenting on the fact I got a very big diamond. My diamond is a lab-grown diamond that is just under 5 carats. I specifically asked for a lab diamond as I believe they're more ethical, as you never know if a mined diamond is a blood diamond. My sister, 31F, was very excited for me, but as soon as I showed her my ring, her mood changed, and she was telling me that it was too flashy and that it's not practical and that it's too trendy and not timeless. My ring is a pear-shaped solitaire ring with a marquee band, and I love it. My sister then told me that there was no way that my fiancé could afford my ring. True, if it was a mined diamond, it would be 10 times the price, and my fiancé's is a second-year resident, and that I should test to see if it's a real diamond. I replied that since it's a lab diamond, it was a lot less expensive. She then proceeded to tell me how lab diamonds aren't real diamonds, and since they're made in a lab, it doesn't hold the same sentimental value. My sister's ring is a small one, carat mined diamond, and it's beautiful. I never said anything bad about her ring, and it suits her. I tried to laugh it off and I told her that I asked for a lab diamond and that I don't want a mined diamond. When I said that, she started yelling at me that it wasn't even a real diamond in the first place and that it was grown in a lab, not the ground. That's when, said by her logic, my niece wasn't a real baby then because she was an IVF baby and grown in a lab too. My sister and her husband had a lot of issues conceiving, as my sister had some complications with endometriosis. Their IVF journey was really tough, and they had multiple rounds and attempts, and one miscarriage, but finally got lucky and had my very healthy niece last year. I know my sister had a hard time conceiving. That was kind of the point I was making. My niece started in a lab, but she has beautiful meaning behind her life too. When I made the comment that my niece wasn't a real baby because she was an IVF baby, my sister started crying over the phone. Her husband then called me and berated me and told me I was insensitive and couldn't understand the depths of her emotional turmoil and that I shouldn't have started a fight over a ring. He even said I was ableist? I have endometriosis too. My mom says it's not a big deal, but I should let my sister cool off. I usually babysit my niece pretty often, but my sister hasn't been answering my calls for a week. My fiancé says, although I probably shouldn't have said that, I was justified. I didn't mean it seriously. I know my niece is a real baby, and I adore her and spoil her all the time. Am I the asshole?